Murder comment. Hey, I'm glad you're here. And if you're here, you must be interested in Dungeons and Dragons. Furthermore, I bet you're interested in Dungeons and Dragons in space, because that's exactly what we're going to do here is play Dungeons and Dragons in space, near space, ground space, the whole nine. And if you're into that sort of stuff, go ahead and like, subscribe, let us know what you think in the comments, and watch this stuff. Yeah. Welcome back to another session of the Astral Avenue. We are here in our 33rd session with our wonderful players. If you guys want to say hey or whatever.
Hi, everybody.
Whatever. Hello.
And of course, me. And we're just gonna hop right into it with a little recap of what happened last time. So, last time, after both Blackberry and Duke agreed to go with Hilda through this portal, and after they were shunted away, things started to actually come out of it and destroying everything around you. Vines of kind of ethereal and non-ethereal vines just kind of started to sprout everywhere. Some of them even wrapping around the professor who is in there, or the scientist, Amnesis Jones, and actually turned him into a pile of snow. And seeing that this was not a good thing to be around, you guys opted to make a run for the ship as fast as you could, and overcoming obstacles of growing vines and darkness and odd kind of like slurping noises from that one area where that tree was, as another tree looked to actually have been sprouting there as well, and then kind of finally making it to where those spectral mushrooms were actually arcing lightning that was splitting the ground apart and traversing that, getting to the laboratory where Amnesis, the first Amnesis you had met, and the Jerrys were. Jerry seemed to kind of be going a little bit out of control, and Amnesis was also once again turned to a pile of snow. And one of the Jerrys even exploded, saying everything is fine, but everything was not. And coming to the actual docking bay where the ship was intact, you saw vines sprouting everywhere, just rotting, decrepit vines, kind of, again, that ethereal and non-ethereal. And you opted to try and light it all ablaze, and light ablaze it sure did. And then you had to run through this blaze that you set, running to your ship, quickly trying to make your escape, and then in this kind of network of underground-ish tunnel kind of interior of the Frizzling Cube and the pathways within it, seemingly traversable, but you could see more of these rotting growths happening all around you. With some quick maneuvering, things were going pretty smooth, making your exit, but seemed to have a unwanted passenger above deck in the form of a kind of rotting, demonic, goat-like creature that hopped around and spewed poisonous gases and was actually eating the ship at one point. But eventually it was eliminated and fell off the back of the ship as you made your exit. Some pretty dangerous and daring turns, kind of going over and eventually up out of the Frizzling Cube, causing pretty devastating damage to the ship on your way out, but you did eventually make it. And as you kind of got above the atmosphere of the cube, no longer any of those phantasmal mushrooms about. You could see vines just starting to wrap around the entirety of the cube, squishing and compressing it until there was a light kind of like implosion, and it was gone. The cube, no more. You guys are drifting on this vessel, which is pretty badly damaged. One of the wings has a large tear in it, and you could feel that the underside was very badly hurt.
Grazed?
Yep.
All messed up.
Yep. And Dr. Jellybean, sitting in this chair, kind of focused on, you can feel all of that pain. And you can even feel a crack go through the chair, this crystalline throne that you're sitting in, the spelljamming helm.
Oh no!
As the ship starts to slow down.
Hey,
Hey,
is everybody okay?
yeah.
I think so.
Why are we stopping?
The ship's all messed up.
Oh,
The chair is the throne, the helm. It's got a crack in it. There's a big rip in the wing. The bottom's all roughed up. I think I gotta do some repairs before we can go any further.
okay.
But also, there's Donna down there too. We gotta get her up and working again too.
I pull out my hammer. I can maybe fix the ship.
I was like, you
I thought you were
better.
gonna use it on Donna. I was like, what are you doing?
He's like, you're like, Donna is down there.
I can fix it.
I mean, I might be able to.
Felix over here.
I might be able to hammer out some of the damage. You know, that's all gonna come out. I'm not worried about it.
It's just gonna buff right out.
Buff that right out. Don't worry.
I think it might be a little more intensive repairs than what a hammer can do, but you can give it a whirl.
Well, I figured with. I don't know how this works. Let's get Donna up. You guys know about
yeah.
this stuff, right?
Well, what I think with Donna's help, we can do some mending maybe to a certain extent. I don't know how much that'll help, but a little bit.
Okay. Well, if we can get going, that would be.
Yeah.
I don't want to be out here. I've done this
No,
before. I'm
I
good
don't want to
with-
be out here neither.
I did this for a long time, and we don't have any books on this ship.
I got some notes in my bag. Can read those.
Got old logs.
I
Yeah.
will definitely read all of that. Once
Okay.
if I can't help fix the ship, then yeah, I've been in this situation before. I found I really like reading.
Yeah, it's so great learning.
And
You know, it's
to be fair, Dr. Jellybean, you do still feel that connection to the helm. It's just at maybe a third power, quarter power.
Yeah.
You can
Right, it's
drift
not-
directions, but it's not.
it's not completely broken, but
we
it
need at
needs
least
repair.
two of those thirds.
Yeah. At least one more of those, please. All right, I'm gonna go see if I can help Donna. I didn't. So
Yeah.
just to be clear, all right, out of character.
You guys can level up, and so since
We've
you did
leveled.
level up, essentially,
We gotta rest.
You got a quick reset?
You do need to rest before you get your spells back, but I would say through the leveling up process and the heroicness of it all, Donna, you can become conscious during this time. At one hit point or whatever.
We'll go
Rush down
check
there.
it out.
I gasp for air that I don't breathe.
Right.
I do
Oh, she's
though.
got lungs.
I think that is actually canonically how she would wake up from that, because she's been having some weird dreams.
Like some weird sputtering when she tries to breathe in.
That's Donna, you okay?
Donna.
She's gonna look around.
It's dark.
You're on the ship, Donna. We made it out of the cube, and the cube is gone. Disappeared, basically. Kinda. Like the vines came, and they went all around it, and then they went, and then it just like kind of imploded, and then it was gone.
Wow, I wish I had gotten to see that.
There was a goat that was here. A mean goat.
Oh, a mean goat.
I mean, not a nice one. No.
It was a demon goat.
She saw that.
Oh yeah, the boat.
Oh,
yes.
were you there?
I said yes, the boat. Yes.
Boat.
It's a little fucked up.
Right, the boat. Yeah. How you feeling?
I got hit. But
Oh.
is the ship okay?
Yeah, no. It's
Just no.
working, but it's not okay. I'm gonna need your help to repair it. But first, I gotta repair you.
Yeah. I could do that. Let's see.
Yeah. Can I
start
cast-
rummaging?
Can I cast mending on Donna?
As you kind of start putting pieces of her back together.
Here, you jam this in there, and you right. That's how you do it, didn't it? Yeah. There you go. Perfect. You look better than ever.
It's dark down in the hole.
Yeah.
There's no light down there.
Even with the hole. Well, I guess we're in Astral,
We're in space.
so there's no light.
No, there's
There's no light. Oh,
not down inside. There would be some emanating from the chair in the other room.
I'll use my sling.
Just
More
plop,
damage.
Plop a stone down on the ground and
Sure.
it lights up.
Oh, perfect. I'm gonna start organizing the barrels back because I know they took a tumble.
Do we
Lovely.
should we dismantle some of these barrels to use the wood to help repair the ship?
Yeah, we only need the two that have the spiders in them.
Spiders in them. Yeah.
We could take spiders out.
You only have
No.
3 or so barrels in there.
We probably should. Maybe we can fit the spiders in one barrel. I'd rather not leave them out to leak over the
Grab
ship.
'em in.
Can we fit 2 in one barrel?
No.
Do we need the whole bodies, or do we just need the legs? Because we can dismantle these and just cram the legs in one.
Hey, we did a lot, and we did not make a lot of money. We need to sell these things.
Okay.
When I studied the spiders, I forget exactly what I learned, but I don't. Was it just the
Well,
legs
they have no, the entire of their their juices, the legs,
juices.
the mandibles.
all of it?
It's all good stuff.
Mm-hmm. That's money
Okay, so
there.
we're not getting rid of them. All right.
Yeah, we need those to pay for probably the repairs on the ship, if I'm thinking honestly.
Well, I guess can we take apart the barrels that don't have anything in them to use for parts? If needed. I don't know how magic works with mending the ship, so
I would start on the wing and work our way to the chair. To the
The
helm.
chair. Any one of you guys can make an Arcana check on this, or you can all make an Arcana check on that.
Maybe we should all do it.
Mhm.
we'll all do it then.
As you're all talking about the chair.
We're all taking a look, giving our professional opinions.
Mhm. Yeah, Donna, it would occur to you that the spell-jamming helm is a extremely magical object and can't be just mended back together. It would require something a little more substantial to actually mend the chair.
Okay. I'll tell that to the group. That's why I think it's probably best for us to focus our attention on the extremities. and the underbelly of the ship.
Not sure how we're going to get to the underbelly unless we dock it, but
Ask me again later. I might have an idea.
Yeah, maybe we can find a place on your map, Donna. At some point.
She'll just nod at that and start rummaging in her kit again. She's
You
been
know.
like fishing things out this whole time.
yeah, how far away are we
I-
from anything right now?
Let me read my item real quick. There we go.
Someone can roll me a d12.
Someone?
Oh, I'm quick.
Yeah, anyone. I don't care.
Hey, 12.
Nice.
All right. Hey, two
Samesies.
12s. Great. At this point in time, if your spelljamming ship were at full capacity, it would take you about 12 days to get to the Euclidean belt.
Ooh.
It's a long time. You rolled too many. You rolled too high.
Okay, what if we wanted to get to something closer? Like, what is
Yeah.
close? How far is the
We might have passed things on the way here that we didn't know about.
That's true.
ASMR, things like that?
Mm-hmm.
Roll me.
We have to go to the mill, remember? Because the Duke and his family.
Oh, that's
Right.
in a whole nother system.
Well,
You
that's
can
great.
roll me a d12, see where the essentially
Me and
the
Josh are
Zeppola
taking
is
a
at
break.
this point.
I'll roll
Well,
again. There's no way I'm gonna roll high.
Well, it's gonna be another 12.
Okay.
The
That's-
Zeppola, which has a moon around it, you would know the ASMRs. There is an ASMR on that moon that's around this gaseous form known as Zeppola. It's about 4 days away, if your ship was in proper working order. If the helm
Which is-
was restored.
Right. I don't know anything about this.
So
Is
you're
there
not
like
stranded, but it's going to
gonna
take at
be
least 3 times that length.
Okay. Well, I don't know anything about this, but Donna might, because she knows stuff. She knows things about reading maps and filling in, what might be best. What route might be best, most optimal.
I mean, good news about this is everything's straight lines. In fact, the reason that the Dorish 2 essentially and the Euclidean belt is so far away is because it's on the other side of the Dorish star.
right? So we definitely need something closer.
Mm-hmm.
And we're still talking 12 days of travel in our current state. How much repairs can we do to the ship? Can we? Well,
You can heal a little bit a day. Mending helps, but you can only do so much in a day. And
let's-
it's harder to do, especially the underside, while you're moving, like you said. Like you can, it's just not going to be as much. And you would theoretically need materials to replace what was lost. The wood can definitely help with the hull, but probably not the weight. You can
But we gotta
probably
get
loosely sew that together or something, but it's not gonna.
I mean, I have swords I haven't really been using. We could use to help prepare the wing.
Swords?
Well, yeah, because they're flat and they're made of metal.
Is the wing flat and made of metal?
Oh, you mean like the boning in the wings?
Hmm.
Right.
Okay.
I guess while for the night, should we just continue on? Try to heal the ship as much as we can and
Yeah.
Well, we
Maybe
need materials too, like you say.
Our
You
new-
will need,
But in terms
you will
of,
need
like-
materials for
Yes.
the bulk of it. I mean, you can work on the ship if you want, but it's
Um,
you can only get so far with it essentially.
Mhm.
I guess we need to kind of like keep a lookout for any celestial bodies that have any type of plant growth on them. So maybe we can get some wood or sticks, leaves. I don't know.
And so the whole of the ship is made with wood, but a lot of it seems to be like a metal ceramic hybrid.
That's going to be difficult to find. Yeah.
Well, for now, I can use. So we can fix. Okay, I can give up my scimitar and I do like my silver short sword, but that might be. Does anyone else have any other metal? I know I gave you the daggers.
You would need a lot
Hang on.
more than like 10 pounds.
I've got darts.
To replace the like.
a ship of this.
Yeah, it's
This
essentially like
naked-
one of the wings has a big dent in it, and the tear along in one of the flaps. And kind of if you do like get a rope and like look on the underside of the ship, it does have a huge gash along the bottom.
I think a complex ship requires complex solutions and repair. It's not so
So
much as a hole in the bottom of your dinghy.
right, but based on the materials we have, I mean, this is just
I
what I'm
think-
thinking. Between
don't
the
really-
barrel, the metal on the barrel, the weapons I have, would that buy us a single use of the mending from these two? Each of them can mend it, right?
We need to pool all of our money together too.
Well, mending will
It's
help
metal.
tremendously. It just won't fix it
Fix it.
entirely. Is all.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Right.
think for the night, I'll just focus on mending the ship and getting familiar with this material and just the general kind of feeling out the ship.
Yeah. Studying it. Seeing
We'll give it
like,
a hug, and then Jelly feels like a little hug,
little tingle.
just hugging the helm.
The helm
Stick to it.
feels damaged. You can see the visible
Really?
cracks in it, and like even it's also that ceramic material. It seems to be chipped and not the best. But
Okay, I'm
are
just
you
gonna-
attempting to head somewhere?
After we mend it, we would like to head to whatever's closest, basically.
Yeah,
I
we'll
think.
focus on the healing of the ship, and you guys
Yeah,
keep a
mending.
lookout.
I mean, you can
Yeah, 'cause now-
you can also move while you're
Cruise
While we're
Mending.
mending?
yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
Consider it all
but
cruise.
like,
And you're friends with the ASMR. Do you think they could help us with this magnificent ship?
I think so. I mean, I'm an alumni. I feel like that, we're not just strangers coming in there. Well, I'm not.
Plus, we have to pick up Duke's advance.
Yeah, we got to get that and take it to his
Is it
family.
planned?
Yeah.
Hilda gave you a couple of notes. One of them is a note for Duke's advance. That's that before she left.
So I think we're pretty, we're
On this
credited.
day.
I think we can.
think that's-
I think it's our best bet.
It's the closest place, and maybe we can get word to Captain Nandor because he's going to be really pissed off.
That is true.
What happened last time we were late?
I think I've pushed that to a deep part of my mind. I don't want to remember.
It wasn't that bad.
He doesn't sound like a very understanding individual.
We got trapped on a cube. What are you supposed to do? We're lucky we found a ship to get out
Yes,
on.
anyone reasonably can understand why
Have you
there was a delay.
Have you met the elves
Did
out
he
here?
get insurance?
Have you met the elves out in Wildspace? He's very understanding for the elves out here.
I
No, I
don't,
can't
don't
say I
think so.
have.
I don't know if I have. I don't spend a lot of time out in wild space.
Yeah, he's very understanding compared to most of them.
Okay. I guess that means they're mostly not very understanding.
That's what I was getting at.
Okay.
So with Dr. Jellybean and Donna trying to mend what they can, Oblate helming the ship then for this first day of travel?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oblate, got this, buddy. And I'm gonna try to hammer out some of the wing while they're doing this, because that seems to be easy enough. Like, try to.
Oh no, Tobias, that's okay. Why
Are
did I
you
just
guys
sound
actually
like
stopping
Hilda?
him, or are you gonna?
I sounded like Hilda, didn't I?
Oh no!
Oh no.
Oh no, Tobias, that's okay.
Tobias, I don't think that's a good idea with the very delicate material of the wing and all and your hammer. I don't think that's the best tool for the job.
Oh, what do
I
you
know
think?
I know you're trying to help. What is the best tool? You got a
Donna
needle.
hands him a broom.
You got a needle and thread.
No.
He starts beating the wing with the broom.
He's like, all right, just fine. I'll read. Do you have? Let me see some notes or something.
All right, let me dig through my bag and pull out some notes from. It's just like a
Are you
Big.
wanting us to make a splint
big pile
for
of
the wing?
random notes from like various areas of the Frizzling Cube and the books that we found. Here you go. Knock yourself out.
He's gonna read all of that.
Okay.
The answer's in there.
Tobias, give me an investigation check.
Sure.
Well, Oblate, roll me a d20.
Be gentle with her oblate.
Yeah.
There's information in there. A lot of fucking numbers and letters, and it's odd. And as you guys do actually jettison away from the area, as Dr. Jellybean and Donna are attempting to mend what they can while you're underway. Mostly you can just get to the wing, but you can reach some of it in the lower compartment to get to like a little bit of the hole that breached inside. But as you do actually start your trajectory, it does seem to move exceptionally fast. Because I mean, most spelljammers do move. I think it's like 100,000 miles an hour when they are actually going. Like, as long as you're not near any terrestrial bodies, it zooms, and you can see things like zooming by, like stars and stuff. It's so that the background of what you're looking at changes slightly, but pretty fast. And so you're planning to head to Zeppela, or rather the moon of Zeppela, which is at the moment, well, it's 4 days away normal if you were traveling normally, but at the moment it is 12 days away. How are you guys on rations and stuff? Food, water?
Rations.
Water.
Water's kind of an issue. How are you guys doing on water? This is an important one. I think I'm not as worried about food as I am about.
Well,
I had a
some
water
of
skin.
I used mine to keep. Yeah.
I
I
got
used mine for the berry juice. Sorry.
I used some pink. I have some pink drink, the good berry wine.
That'll keep us for 1 day. That's true. That helps.
It's not
I'm
gonna
gonna
I
hydrate
think
us.
it was in mine.
The goop with the metal flakes in it.
I put it in there. I didn't have a flask.
I think you said you put it in your water skin. Or if you had you have a water skin, I don't know that you do.
I don't
I
have
carry
one.
things for other people in case they need it.
I gave mine to
Well, if it's not in your inventory, you don't have it.
I don't have
what's
one.
his name?
So we're in the deeps of Wildspace. We do
Unless you
need
put it
food
in a
and
book.
water, then. We do need food and water out here. So
we
this is a
gotta-
technical Astral. Okay.
We gotta
I-
eat the spiders.
I've been in this situation before. Can I make a survival check to see if we can
Give me a survival
locate-
check to see what the best course of action here is.
to gather water more than
We
anything?
need materials.
Oblate, you want to help me with this, buddy? We've been in these situations before. We need to find a local
Is
way to
Oakley
gather water.
proficient with survival?
I'm proficient with navigator's tools, so I can navigate to the local survival store.
Oakley's focusing on driving the ship at the moment.
Okay. Hey,
With a 15. You would know that occasionally you can... The ship doesn't have one, but there are special nets to collect ice that you can then thaw for specific uses. The other thing is that you can go fishing. There are, and you could see them occasionally drifting by, like probably honestly like the size of Donna and smaller, like space guppies, or that just look like, big goldfish kind of things, or you might pass by a school of space eels. The fluids in animals can sustain you.
all right. I have
Animals.
fishing time. Something I'm really good at. I don't like.
I have rations.
We're more concerned
Oh,
about
we need water.
water.
Yeah.
Rations. I'm not worried about food. We can survive a long time without food, but we cannot survive a long time without water.
Yeah, we'll just go back to the cube and.
There's no
The
cube.
cube's gone.
There's no
Oh,
cube.
right.
So first thing, I'm going to be on the lookout for any chunks of ice that we might be passing by.
Check out this blockhead over here.
Possibly, maybe a pocket of water once in a while that floats out here.
There was
And
just a frozen cube that was nearby.
Right, nearby. You're right. I mean, there was,
It's gone
but
now.
in our haste to escape, we chose, immediate life that may ultimately lead to prolonged and painful death. So I'm going to try to. I don't have a hook, so I'm going to start. I'm going to start fashioning.
I've got a hook.
You have a hook?
I've got a grappling hook
The big hook.
and rope.
That's perfect. I'm going fishing. Tie it to the ship and go fishing. And whenever we pass, like, whatever random creatures, guppies, eels,
Sure.
doesn't matter. Whatever.
Are you gonna like do a little hook? One of these?
Yeah. That's exactly it.
Okay.
Give me a... Are you proficient with fishing tools? That's a
No,
joke.
I am
know,
not.
Is this
I know.
going on while we're mending the ship, or is
Yep.
this the next day?
Nope, it's the same day.
Okay, because Donna really needs to sleep, and then she could probably help out with the water situation.
Do you say that?
Yeah, you guys, good luck fishing. I'm gonna keep working on the ship, and you can bring me whatever you catch. And I'll get to it in the morning, and we'll be ready for breakfast.
Okay, that sounds good. I will attempt to go fishing then.
All right. Let's roll me
I did-
perception check. All right, with a natural 20. As you're kind of zooming by and probably asking Oakley to slow down every now and then so you can actually see things better, you do catch the eye of a big kind of... Actually, no. Yeah, it would be like kind of, it looks to be a cloud at first, but then it seems to be a swarm of these space guppies that are just kind of floating around, kind of, you see them as a school, like swarming in one direction and going in another direction and just kind of going up and down, just like fish do underwater when they swarm. So
All right,
you
I
do
found some
stop.
Oblate. Right there. Let me try to see if I can try to get close, and I'm gonna try to hook one of them.
With your grappling hook.
With my grappling hook.
So give me a
Bonks it on the head.
give me a either athletics or a straight dex check.
It's the same, so here you go.
All right, with a 21, you just kind of like launch it out there and pull back a guppy that is still alive when you get it. But as you pull it close, it has like 3 kind of different fins on it, and you can see it has 3 eyes. And you actually, as your grappling hook stretches out to hit it, you would see this kind of pop in the air around it as it starts kind of flopping around wildly. And it's flopping around on your ship now.
How big is it?
It's about 3 feet long.
Don't let it tail slap you in the face.
I'm gonna try to do this as humanely as possible. Take my hammer and try to just
Give it a whack.
one quick whack.
All right. Easy enough to do. I'm not going to make you roll for killing a fish. You get a fish.
Magikarp use splash.
Misses the fish and punches a hole through the.
If you want, at this point, you can roll me a survival check to see how many you get. If you want to continue getting guppies.
For a minute, yeah. Aww.
With a 9.
The one.
No, you get 2 total. You get 1 more before the school disperses and just kind of drifts away in different directions.
That guy's got a hammer. Yeah, they're all speaking to you in their third eye, like
Nah, they're not
in the
that smart.
Are
pod.
space guppies worth anything?
I don't know that they aren't.
Their food. I know that.
Yeah, no, they're
We'll find
worth,
out.
you know, a few silver.
Okay, cool. I will put those in the other barrel. All right, Donna said bring those to her in the morning. All right, well, I did my good deed for the day. I'm gonna go back
Way
to
to
reading.
go. Way to go, Tobias. Look at you. You're a man of the world. Going space fishing.
It's never
Let's just
fun.
leave the adventuring career behind and we can just be like deadliest catch, but
But in space.
Yeah.
See, these are the times that I miss Ember. This is the times that I miss Ember.
Oh, your cat?
Yeah, she
The
used to catch
cat.
stuff for me.
Ember.
Oh, I genuinely forgot for a second.
What, how did she go fishing?
Yeah, she's a winged cat. She'd go fly around and catch these things.
Oh, she could fly. That's right. Pretty cool.
that's what this ship needs.
Yeah, I wish we had her here.
Well, I didn't have a ship to keep her on, so she stays with Nandor, the captain, to keep everything. Well, I didn't want her to
Oh,
die.
right, yes.
Are you gonna get her from Nandor when you meet him?
I mean, if I have a ship to keep her safe on, yeah.
She's probably spoiled by now.
The ship that we have right here.
I'm looking at the ship. If it gets back in good working order.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, gotta do that.
She needs a nice home. Nandor takes really good care of her.
I'm glad that she has a nice home with Nandor. That's good.
After
You know,
being
you
stuck
can always-
with me,
You can always tell somebody's character by how they treat animals. That's what I always say.
oh yeah, he really loves her.
That is a fact.
Can't be that bad of a guy if he takes good care of a cat.
And she took care of me for many years.
As you guys are traveling throughout the day, stopping for fishing occasionally, catch a couple of fish, How are you doing with your, once you're done with your mending and using up the materials of a barrel, how are you handling your spell jamming? Like, are you doing it in like shifts? Are you like 2 hours here, 2 hours there? Are you doing it in like 6-hour shifts? Because there are 3 of you that can currently helm the spell jam.
I think everyone needs long rest, so
Mm-hmm.
I think Donna would be jumping at the opportunity to get to know the ship.
Okay.
I mean, we do 3/8, and then that's a day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
and then everyone can rest in shifts. Tobias is probably passed out halfway through reading some of these papers.
It's just like numbers.
Anna's been like
columns.
draping herself across the ship. It looks like she's just caressing it, but really she's just like falling for support. Like,
Fair enough. Well, this day goes by pretty uneventfully. You do get your actual long rest in, and
Nice.
Rotating the spell jamming duties as necessary. Pretty much after you're all well rested. Is Donna cooking the fish? Is that what she's doing?
Donna she can purify the fluids of the fish for water. Is what I
So-
had in mind.
So purified food and drink just makes it so it's not poisonous or disease.
Oh, I thought you could just like pull the yuck out.
I mean, yeah, it pulls the yuck out, sure. But it doesn't pull the
But, like,
water out.
But like it pulls, yeah, not like
It
water
would,
bending or
like,
anything,
pull
but
out like toxins and stuff.
I feel like that would still be a sterile thing to do for
Yeah.
fluids of that nature.
As you-
But if it were
Seems
spelled.
yeah, these are dirty fish. Not as
Yeah,
dirty
right?
as-
You don't know where that fish has
Yeah.
been.
You do pull out some toxins
It was a huge pot.
from the fish, and you can see them kind of materialize. And you just pull it out, essentially,
Cool,
just
cool, cool.
suctioning it.
Put it right into a flask.
Kind of what it makes me think of is like the pimple patches.
But like
How
sucks
it,
out
like
the
pulls out.
moisture.
Yeah, how it pulls
Yeah.
out the whiteheads and stuff.
The yuck.
Blackheads, yeah. But yeah, you got 2 fish for the day, and do you have any water?
Well, we can drink nasty fish guts, but we're gonna at least do something to it to make it feel a little bit better about it.
Fish smoothies, I gotcha.
Yeah, I have an empty water skin. We have 1 water skin filled with purple drink.
Berry wine.
When I'm done taking my long rest, I'm gonna cast Mage Armor,
Okay.
and then. So can I do that thing now where I can switch out my spell, or is that later?
Yeah, you can do it now. It just takes a minute
Okay.
to restudy,
Okay, that's right. Takes a minute
to memorize a different
to
spell.
memorize a different spell because I already used that one today.
Wait, I got a question.
Shoot.
Could purify technically purify the berry wine to remove the ill effects from it? Since alcohol is technically a poison?
Yeah.
Ooh,
100%.
I always think. Oh my gosh, we have to get this to Duke. Wait, no, he's not gonna. Oh, that would be a great
Well,
gag.
pretty
gift,
much you
actually,
get
for him.
rid of all. It still tastes like that light, sweet drink,
He'd hate it. Never mind.
but it's a mocktail now.
Mocktail.
Mhm.
So we have how many mocktails? 2?
1 water skin is enough for one person for 1 day. You could stretch it to the 3 of you.
Wait, did you just do 1 fish, Donna? There were 2 fish, right?
1 fish, 2 fish.
Were there 2 fish?
There were 2 fish.
Mhm.
She can do.
Did you
She
just
can
do-
do. She can do both fish. Or she can.
Hold on,
she
in
can
a
even,
5-foot radius of each other. And
I got a question. If I enlarge a fish, can we make more water?
Science.
If you drink it all right, then maybe. But then wouldn't its molecules shrink afterward?
Right.
Yeah, we're
I don't-
already
I don't know.
metabolizing it.
Up to 1 minute.
Sure. Give me an Arcana check, Doctor.
We just all get in there with, like,
try and enlarge the fish.
Crazy straw.
They go from
Yeah,
small to medium, so then they
That's pretty.
turn into big fish. All right, with a 15, I'd say sure that'll get you enough to provide everyone with nourishment for the day
Nice.
on your
Okay.
second of 12 days.
10 more days, guys. We got this. We need to keep out an ice. Everyone keep an eye out for ice.
Absolutely nothing can go wrong.
All right.
Go wrong. Forget about it.
We just escaped the frizzling cube that imploded on itself, and I mean, we had to tell everybody about that.
That's our second day, correct?
This is your second day.
And me and Donna, we're gonna keep mending the ship, right? Like,
For
Did you
the
say-
bottom,
You can probably, honestly, after the first day, you've probably gotten what you can.
okay.
what if if I were able to get to the bottom half of the ship securely, would I be able to use mending on it to make it a little better?
I would say essentially that's what you've done through the bottom of the
Okay.
the lower deck, essentially.
Mm,
Okay.
Uh,
So I'm gonna keep an eye out for.
Wait,
more.
did you say we have to tell people about it?
Well, yeah, we're going to the ASMR, right? We're gonna tell people about what happened at the frizzling cube.
Listen, I didn't tell you guys something that I experienced. Actually, when I first sat in the helm of this ship. When I was
Oh.
attuning to it for the first time. I saw the ship, and I think I saw the cube, and I think I saw vines, and there was something out there asking for help, and I don't know what it was. I don't know.
Do
But
we
it-
gotta go back to the cube?
No, the cube's gone. I think it might be on the other side, the back door where they went through.
Is it like does it sound like a man or a woman or a child or anything? Or
No, none of those.
Oh, wait, check and see where Hilda is.
I don't. It's kind of spinning around. Have you ever seen it do this before?
No, it always pointed right to you when I had it on my wrist.
I think it's broke.
She's
They broke it?
everywhere.
I don't know, either that or she's just everywhere.
They became one with the wild space?
Her molecules are everywhere right now. Atoms and
So she's right next
electrons.
to us.
I'm sure it'll come back up.
I think
Well,
it's one of those things that happen when they're both existing on top of each other,
Uh-huh.
overlaying planes.
Right.
Huh?
So she's
Directly above us
somewhere,
or below
but
us?
not in this space.
No. But she's here. But not here.
He's
I'm
in
sure
outer space.
Yeah.
There's something in these notes, I'm sure. I keep reading them, but I keep falling asleep.
You're doing your best.
Do you have
Looks like
something
you
more
read a
interesting to
spreadsheet.
read? Do you have something more interesting to read, maybe?
Let's see what I got in the bag here. I got my notes. I got my
I
own
hand
research
Tobias a
notes.
sheet of paper.
Write your own story.
It's a recipe. I like your idea better. Write your own story.
Blank
Tobias.
sheet of paper. Write your own book.
I can do anything with that. Let your mind. The world is your canvas.
Well, I have extensive knowledge of fire beetles and salamanders and their breeding practices.
You could write
And,
a story about them.
Yeah, I could. That was one of the books I got to read like 1,000 times.
You could
It's
make
kind of-
up a name. You could have like this one is Brad. Is Brad the beetle, and his friend is Sally the salamander.
Wait, Dr. Jellybean, you know a lot about nature and stuff. Both of you doctors do.
Yeah.
Do you all know about the breeding of fire beetles?
I can't say that I do.
I don't know. Does
Donna's
Dr.
just-
Jelly?
Eye out.
Dr. Jellybean can give me a nature check.
Okay. Find out.
Tobias has some very specific information he knows.
Wait, do the beetles and the salamanders breed together?
No, they're separate books.
Mhm.
No.
Yeah, you know
Oh.
about fire beetles.
Sure. I studied those when I went working in the field in the place where those live.
And he's looking at the sheet of paper that's a recipe. Do you have any romance novels? I had one of those I liked a lot.
Roman.
Meaty, juicy tomato sandwich.
I don't have any romance novels. No.
Okay.
You could write your own romance novel about the mating practices of the fire beetle.
Write
real
what
page
you
turner.
know.
Oh boy. And how
More
they eat
information.
tomato sandwiches.
Donna's looking at her recipe and she's just like,
It probably tastes delicious.
I'm looking at the recipe. What is the recipe?
It's like
Well.
just like salted tomatoes on like fresh bread, mayonnaise, like
some juice.
fresh made mayonnaise, and some like garlic oil probably.
Sounds
Yeah, you
pretty
see
good.
like a little bit
Yeah.
of drool just drip down Tobias's mouth. I bet that would be good.
And
wanna
then
make-
you
You
start
had
smelling
fish.
the garlic oil. And it's
Yeah.
Donna.
Donna smells delicious.
You could cook the fish in
No,
garlic
just-
Who
oil.
likes my assets?
Just eat Donna. Let's eat the robot, guys. So
No, better yet, we have the robot roll around on the fish to season it.
Absolutely, we could.
just have her cut her hands open. And
Right.
Pour it on the fish. Yeah. Do you want to? No, that's not going to be. It's going to be horrible.
But then Dobo and Donna live on through the whole
Through a
party.
tomato sandwich.
In our bodies.
So for the day, someone roll me a D20. Not
Oh, somebody already did it.
with a 15.
Aha.
None. Oblate.
Wherefore art thou, oblate?
Oblate, Donna, and Dr. Jellybean. Roll me D20s.
Ooh, this is fun.
Ooh.
And a 1 to finish it off.
Alright, Oblate, while you are helming the ship, you all would notice the ship slow down. Of not its own volition. Of not your volition, Oblate. Just slows.
Well, I don't know why it's slowing down, guys. It's I'm thinking about it really hard, but it's not moving at all.
It's
Meg.
moving. It's just slowly. It's normal flying speed of like 50 feet a turn.
Do we
Do
see
you
any,
guys? Yeah. Do you guys see anything?
anything around?
Looking over the side.
Yeah, you can give me perception checks.
Yeah, I'm definitely looking. There's something.
Something ain't right. Okay. All right.
I don't see
We'll never know.
anything.
Tobias,
Can't even.
you're not sure what it is, but as you look across the side of the ship, you do see looks to be some large form with a couple of other forms around it. Maybe about 1,800 feet away. A big form. You're not sure how big, but
Whatever that is over there. Oh, wait, look over there.
What's a larger gravitational force?
Whatever it is, it's got us in its gravity.
not necessarily. Sometimes, as long as it's a certain size or something else that has its own gravity, or sometimes its own air bubble. Like it could be just like a meteor. It slows like a comet in the sky that's maybe, I don't know, 20 feet long could slow you down if you come within certain proximity of it.
Can I try to turn the ship away from the thing?
You turning it away from it?
To get away from its gravity? Or
You're not
You're
necessarily,
Its interference?
Not necessarily in its gravity. It's just like it's kind of honestly, it's a safety mechanism within Spelljammers so that they don't crash into each other going 100,000 miles an hour.
That's
Or crash into other things. So it's like, oh no, we got to slow down because there's
Slow-mo,
shit.
narrow miss, and back on route.
okay, well it's narrow misses then.
Calculated.
Yeah. So as you just see it's about 800, 1,000 feet away, off the starboard side.
Is there a Spelljammer equivalent to like the like hand jet, like the little hand wave that you do when you pass people on the road?
Yeah, wave.
Sure.
That's just waving.
Wait, the good old classic.
Hi, friends.
I don't know if you like did like a little like flag or something, or
Or if there's like a specific hand gesture.
Woo woo.
depends on if you like them or not. If you
Right.
like them, if you don't,
Yeah. And as you start to kind of turn the ship away,
Donna starts practicing that.
you would hear this noise kind of call out. I'm not going to try to imitate it because it's just going to be horrible. But you hear what sounds like whale calls.
So kind of sing-songy, rounded.
Not very sing-songy. It's just this kind of starts low and gets higher, and a little, yeah, and it just kind of keeps falling out.
I'm gonna call out to it then.
I'm gonna do this one. Honk honk.
I'm gonna try to imitate the whale noise.
Give me a deception. Oh, oof.
That's performance.
Performance.
Just give me a performance check. Yeah.
Mimicry.
Hey,
Oh no.
Yeah.
We need to find his son.
It continues.
where are you going?
It continues kind of calling out from behind as you kind of turn away and start drifting away from it.
They leave a little bit quicker
Like,
than when they came.
they roll up their windows.
Wait, Dr. Jellybean, you can talk to animals. That's an animal?
I didn't see it. I don't know what you're talking about.
That
I
was
point over there.
a big fish.
You hear
Huh?
the whale call.
Yeah, I guess I did hear it.
Tobias, and I would say Tobias and Donna would have heard the whale call. Dr. Joel, not so much, but Tobias, because your attention's that way, you were kind of hearing it.
I'm gonna go.
Does that mean anything? The call, like the honk, or is it just like their? I got it in my head, but like, is it unique to anything?
You can give me a nature check.
Can I, while she's doing that, can I try really hard to listen for it?
Yeah.
to see if I can fake it
I'll
out?
say if you know that you're listening for it, yeah, you kind of
Yeah.
listen out, and yeah, you hear it too.
I hear it too.
Mhm.
Start
Okay.
matching the pitch. You hear
So
that?
can I try to? Oh,
And Donna with a 15. Yeah, you've heard and probably seen a school of these at one point. It kind of sounds... You don't really have good vision at this moment, but it kind of sounds like what's called a Kandori, or a space whale. Lightly intelligent, always traveling in schools of usually a dozen or so. Indigenous to most Wildspace systems. And Dr. Jelly,
can I try to talk to it?
You're about 1,000 feet away. What is the range on your speak with animals?
Not that.
About 800 feet. Or I'd say at this point, because yeah, you guys are starting to drift further away from it.
Donna's gonna
Well,
like
it says range is
stretch and
self.
try to. Now that she knows what it is, she's just gonna try to see it as good as she can, just because it's a sight to see.
Yeah, you
It
can-
doesn't
you can
have
kinda
the
see it.
range. It just says the range is self, target is self. You gain the
Okay.
ability to comprehend and verbally
Nearby.
communicate
Okay.
with beasts for the duration.
Okay.
So I can do
Uh,
that.
These whales.
So as you start translating what it's saying, I forget what it was, your tablet kind of speak.
Kiwi.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
like Google Translate, where it kind of like the
Okay.
words come up as well as like a robotic.
Yeah.
It's
It
Donna
would say,
all the voice tracks.
stop. Please don't. Help. Stop.
Oh,
No.
Donna's so
Oh no, we need to go help
Stop.
the. We need to go help the
What
whale.
is-
Our translator just keeps going over and over.
No,
Just hear,
stop! Oh no, please
no.
don't.
Oh no.
We're just waving at it.
Ow. Ow.
Ow! Let's-
Ow.
Hi.
Stop.
Oh
Is
wait,
It's
Shit.
Don't.
wait. Is it really in our best interest to take our damaged ship over to somebody where it's going to get even more damaged?
Ow.
Yes, it is.
Someone's
Space will
probably
travel
hunting it to
fast.
sell
Why?
it, and
Why me? Oh no.
why?
I
is it
hesitantly-
this way?
Turn the ship towards the.
I've done nothing wrong.
Please, what do you want from me?
Yep. Essentially.
Spare the women and children.
What are you doing? Ow. That hurts.
Awful.
And as you drift over towards it, yeah, trigger warning for animal cruelty.
Not a bit.
As you drift over about 300 or so feet away, you can see this giant, majestic whale with, looks like it has 3 dotted eyes along its face, no lower jaw. That's how they're made. It's not like someone ripped its jaw,
Okay.
but
Yeah, I'm like,
but they don't have mouths. And you would
where does
see
the sound come from?
They filter feeders as well.
you would see what looks like netting over it, several harpoons jammed into it, and what looks like at first a school of sharks around it. Riding 2 of the larger sharks, you do see 2 yellow-skinned humanoids, pointed ears, attempting to wrangle this beast.
how many of?
And that's where we'll pick up here in a few minutes. Take our little
This is
5-10
not-
minute break here.
It's not wise.
Trigger
This is-
warning, Gith Yankee.
Yeah.
This is absolutely not
two.
wise.
2 get Yankee. And at first looks like a school of sharks, but looks like there's 3 smaller ones kind of leading the netting around it, and 2 larger ones trying to that are being ridden by Gith Yankee.
It's a majestic creature.
It'll be our friends. It'll help us.
Could give us a boost.
But yeah, we'll take our little 5-10 minute break there and pick up here in a few. So
No.
we'll see you guys in a few. Welcome back to this thing we're doing. And last we left off traveling through the Wildspace system on their vessel. It's slightly damaged.
Slightly.
Yeah. Heard calls of a whale after their vessel slowed down. And Dr. Jellybean started to translate it with her tablet, finding out the whale was actually in distress. And getting closer to it, you can see that the whale is covered in netting, and it looks like there's a number of smaller scavers, these space sharks, attacking it, kind of. 3 smaller ones. When I say smaller, they're about the size, they're like 6 feet long, are kind of holding down some netting on it, while 2 larger scavers have these yellow-skinned, pointed-eared riders atop them, wielding what look to be tridents and nets of their own, holding this creature down. And that's where we're going to pick up. You guys are about 300 feet away at this point, still just drifting towards it. Is there anything you'd like to do as you approach?
Is this a new day?
This is a new day.
Can I cast Mage Armor?
You can.
That'll be great. Thank
No,
you.
this is the same day that this is the second day. You did cast Mage Armor.
Okay. All right.
How much faster can we push the ship?
It's as fast as it's
Without-
going right now.
Okay, yeah.
You'll
Under the
you'll
damage.
be there within like 30 seconds.
Right, because we move quick.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna pull my bow
Okay.
just to be safe. Like, I'm sorry, Hammer, but I can't throw you off into space.
You hear a soft whisper. No, you shouldn't throw me anyways. Is there anything you'd like to do? Oblate, you're below deck, and you can't really sense everything that's going on, but you do sense that there's a presence up ahead, so you wouldn't know all of this information unless they're shouting it out.
Right, I was also wondering, did Jelly tell us that much?
You would have heard her translator if you guys
Mhm.
were
Oh,
all
right.
up top.
Yeah. No, help. No, stop.
right.
Please
Stop.
Of course. Please, no.
No, thank you.
Yeah, I think that would spook Donna into action pretty quickly, so
Mm.
she's gonna look to everyone else like, are we saving this whale? She's still a little fucked up.
I'm just gonna call it now.
Yeah, Donna, we're gonna save the owl.
Hey,
okay?
owl. I was thinking,
The cosmic owl.
Sure.
mhm.
Yeah, we will. We'll save the whale. I don't know what. Do I know what Githyanki are? Do we know what Githyanki are?
You can give me a history check.
Sure.
I'm pretty sure that you were fighting Githyanki when you saved me off the monastery asteroid.
Yeah, I was.
With a 14, yeah. You get the Yankee. You've heard tale of some queen that they serve and ride red dragons and stuff, and yeah, also very much hate Illithids, but That's about it.
Okay. Well, maybe we can tell them to stop hurting the whale first.
With your weapons.
Well,
The violence.
is it gotta go to violence? Maybe they'll give up the whale.
They're gonna
Hey,
think we want the
maybe.
whale.
Gonna have to go through us.
All right. So as you're approaching, how close are you getting?
What if the whale's a jerk?
I want to get close.
Like 150 feet or
Okay.
closer.
After
Keep going.
After you breach, you get 150 feet. One of the humanoids seems to like kind of turn towards you. Calls something out in a language none of you understand, unless any of you speak Gith.
No.
Actually,
Yeah. It's something none of you understand. And it would seem that one of them is keeping an eye on you. And as you approach, calls out in common, "Stay back. This is our hall."
Hey, stop hurting that whale.
Yeah, what are you doing to that whale?
No, I said stay back. This is our hall.
Says who?
It's a living creature.
What? Says who?
Under
Me.
whose authority?
Mine?
And who are you?
I'm thinking of that meme.
I'm
Hey,
Garrett.
okay. Garrett, how much do you want to not kill that whale and let it go free?
What?
How much do you want?
No,
for-
I
to
heard
stop
you. I just that's what you're saying is preposterous. Give us
Why?
3,000 gold. We'll let you have the whale, I guess.
I don't have 3,000 gold, Garrett. Garrett, look, I don't want to do what I tend to do, so I would prefer just you let the whale go, and we make some sort of transaction here so you feel good about it.
I already feel great about it. At 3,000 gold. This thing's worth
Right, I
at
don't
least
have-
that.
You can't put a value on life, Garrett.
I'm looking at. I'll whisper to Oblate. Oh wait, he's downstairs.
Yeah.
I'll whisper
I
to the
just
side of the
did.
ship.
Why are you hurting it?
Because it's worth money.
That's worth nothing.
I whispered to the ship because Oblate can hear it. I mean, 3,000 gold for a whale.
Oh, you.
I believe I just did put a price on it. And it is worth it.
Says who?
Tell them, give us 3,000 gold and we'll let you live.
Money is a
They
They
construct.
can't hear you, Oblate, unless you're like yelling it up there.
He opens a window.
Don't make me come up there.
And you would all this whole time, Dr. Jellybean, your translator would be going off as you hear that.
No, stop! Don't.
Mm-hmm. Please
Oh,
help me. Help me. Help.
oh.
He needs help right now. We can't. We don't have time to lose. He's hurt.
Garrett, I'm really sorry about this. I'm
Tell
gonna
you
shoot
what,
an
we'll
arrow at him.
we'll-
Hit me over there.
as these mill calling out, tell you what, we'll trade you the ship for the whale. As an arrow goes flying.
Yeah.
Give me an attack roll at
Decline.
disadvantage.
Right.
Rejected.
24 will hit him.
Take that, Garrett.
Imagine if it had been a nat 20, just like
You're just 9 damage.
as soon as he opens his mouth.
I'm gonna shoot another arrow because
I would say that one arrow will start initiative.
okay, that's fair.
Say you get one knocked and ready to shoot, but
We're gonna
and
save
I'll
this
bring you guys
fucking
to
whale.
a map. of the thing.
Oh, I was almost faster than Oblate. Dang.
Horseshoes and hand grenades.
But old JB was.
JB. The beans.
Oh, whale is so
I'm JB. I was
slow.
like,
The
who's
whale
JB?
is so slow.
You're the beans and I'm the dawn.
Dawn and Beans.
Dawn and beans.
Dawn and
God.
Beans.
Next time I take notes, I'm just drawing a short comic.
So, with that, and you guys are probably about, honestly, probably a little further, but they're moving, nope, around that distance, and you hit, that's the guy you were talking to. So, yeah, I believe. Oh, it got rid of.
Oh, wait, switch positions with Dr.
They rolled.
Jellybean.
I want a thorn whip from the mouth of the ship. That's probably right. I should switch.
Uh-huh.
Or you could jump up there.
Oh, you and me switch? Like our
There we go.
map positions?
They actually got a 20. Good.
Initiative.
No, I mean, like... switch
I'd no
so
longer
you-
helm, or yeah, I get out of the seat of the ship.
Is that what you're doing? Hey,
That's not my turn yet.
everybody rolled great initiative except for the whale.
That makes sense.
Yeah. This guy will top the round. The person you are talking to flies over on his short and teleports, disappears in a puff of smoke, and reappears right next to Tobias and Dr. Jellybean,
Antics.
No, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
pulling out a large, curved great sword. Swings it out towards Tobias, getting a
Mhm.
22 to hit.
That's gonna hit.
And an 11 to hit.
11 does not. But the 22
It's
does.
swinging wildly. Just that puff of smoke. Sword is already in motion. Deals 9 points of slashing and 3 points of psychic damage to you.
Okay. Got it.
The other one will kind of take position and kind of hold on to the netting and fire a bolt of white energy as he just kind of like points out towards your ship.
Mm-hmm.
And blasts a couple holes in your ship.
No!
Good.
Man, just fix that or anything.
Mm-hmm. Taking us to the other sharks,
Told you guys.
who are just kind of maintaining. One of them will
Good.
split off and start swimming,
I admitted this was not wise.
and swims over just to get there, next to Tobias, taking us to Dr. Jellybean, as the other sharks kind of like still with netting attached, maintain on the Kandori.
I'm gonna do something you never seen me do before. Gonna hold out my hands and my little fingernails grow into claws. I'm gonna use primal savagery on the gith.
And she claws at it.
Scratch him. My little claws. My filthy little claws.
Scratch away. 25 will hit.
Yeah.
Nice.
So you leave that whale alone.
Biomancy.
As like it seems like her claws are exuding this. Well, you tell me, Dr. Jellybean. Is there a coloration to the acid?
Frosting.
Yeah, it just looks like pink frosting.
I was honestly thinking like purple. It kind
Okay.
of looks a little purple
I
and
gotcha.
like drippy purple.
And you can see
Kool-Aid.
leaving that kind of purple claw mark probably across his like hip because your height.
And I'm gonna say, I didn't know I could do that.
I didn't know you could do that either.
Anything else for Dr. Jellybean?
And just a side note that the next attack.
No. You have to miss.
No?
You have to miss with the attack roll.
It says you learn the Primal Savagery cantrip. When you hit with Primal Savagery, you mark your target, and the next attack against the target is made with advantage. Is that not correct?
When you miss an attack roll with Primal Savagery, you mark your target. I might have
Is
it,
that-
I might have it
it
listed
says when you-
differently in your.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. It says when you hit, but it's only when you miss.
It's when you
Okay,
miss.
got
So there's still some
it.
benefit even if you miss.
it. Okay. Got it.
Anything else for
I'm a mind-
Dr. Jellybean?
No, I'm just kind of like angry and also like in shock of like, oh, what's this?
Oh, what the hell?
What did I just do?
I don't know what came over me.
That'll take us to Oblate, still sitting
Oblate,
in your
get your-
chair.
Get your ass up here.
What would happen if I got out of the chair?
The ship would stop moving. You're not in a
Where's
position
it?
where there's like dangerous things happening around you.
Okay, so
It
But I'm getting up-
might drift like a little bit forward still, just that forward momentum.
okay, I'm gonna get up. Since I'm going, I guess upstairs. About how
I would say to get to where Donna's at would take all of your movement.
okay,
Wait, so is the ship's gonna stop moving?
sure it is.
Yep.
Unless you want to get in the seat.
It takes too long for me to get in it, right?
And it takes an action to attune to it as well.
Oh, just an action
Well,
though?
to transfer attunement.
Oh, so I have to like meet him there and then pass it off.
Yeah.
Oh well, then let's do that. Can we just do a little switcheroo and
Like a
communicate?
relay race?
Oblade's getting up. The ship will continue to drift a little bit.
But if I sit down in the chair, will I have to do the whole long process of attunement?
Yeah.
Wait, I thought once you attune to it once for the hour, you could just.
But because
No, I
you
have to
guys
meet
are
you at the
transferring
chair.
attunement, that you do have to.
Uh,
There's a process there.
Let me meet you at the chair.
Okay, so she can. Okay, this is what I'll do. I thought it was easy as like a 1-2 switcheroo.
Yeah, we're figuring it out.
I mean, it'll still drift. I mean, it's not saying that it's not gonna just come to a complete stop. It'll
We might need to make a quick getaway, I guess.
Well, these guys seem to be moving pretty fast.
Sure do.
I'm gonna get up. I'm getting out of the chair. Going with
Okay.
gut instinct. I'm going to shoot the Gith with my pistol.
I just see him like slamming his butt, like kind of, well, not slamming, but like getting up from the chair angrily, and it's just like, y'all gonna make me lose my mind.
I'm gonna use I rearranged all my stuff. Hold on.
Monk
I'll-
just got updated.
Yeah, I'd like rearranged all my thingies on my side. All right, so concise shot. I'll go ahead and use that as well as a bonus action. Yep.
All right.
And
And now you have multi-attack. Or
Yep.
you have extra attack, so now both of your shots will be made at advantage. You shoot at this guy on your ship.
Yep.
All right. 20 will hit him.
wait, why is the first one at advantage?
Because you can, or not advantage, it does extra damage.
Yeah, I
Gotcha.
was confused for a second. Okay. But my next shot now will be.
Right.
Wait, is Vex only if it hits or if it?
If it hits, yeah.
Okay,
But a
well.
20, or oh, I see. So it's
An
not-
11. Yeah.
11 is going to be a miss.
Okay. I'll use my extra attack to shoot again.
All right.
I need some more bullets.
20 will hit. As it pierces into a breastplate he's wearing
For 12
for
damage.
12 points of damage. And now the next time you attack him, it will be an advantage. As bullet goes into
Oh
his
wait,
breastplate.
never mind. Oh wait, yeah, never mind. I thought for a second that the Kensai was gonna apply to the first one, and then I couldn't do it again, but it didn't happen. Okay,
Right.
never mind. 12 damage.
Anything else for Oblate?
That's gonna be it.
I'll take us to Donna.
Donna is going to raise her hands out at the Gith, and what looks like heat waves kind of travel between her and him. And I'm going to cast Heat Metal on his armor.
All right. Counterspell.
Cool.
I'm just joking. And that's no save, right? It just happens. He makes a save on his turn. Go ahead and link the spell.
It makes damage when I cast it, and then here, I'll link it. You make a con save or drop what you can. Here.
Well, if you're casting heat metal on his breastplate, then
I mean,
Yeah.
there's always a choice.
well,
Yeah, you
it,
just-
it takes time to get out of the breastplate.
The creature, yeah, it
Fair
can't
enough.
drop it.
So go and
Yeah, so it's-
roll me the fire damage.
That's beautiful.
As he gets heated up.
It's getting hot in here. Okay, alright. And concentrate that. That's it.
All right.
This is new. She's just really like unsure about it.
Taking
She's
us
as
to-
wobbly as the waves.
Yeah, taking us to Tobias.
I'm gonna pull out my hammer and keep my bow in one hand and have my hammer in the other. And I'm gonna swing with advantage because I hit him. My hammer.
All right. Is the short bow give you Vex?
Yeah.
Okay. With a
Nice.
natural 20.
Wow.
10, 16, 18 damage for the first attack.
18 points of damage. As that looks like that is like kind of as his breastplate kind of heats up, just slam into it, bending it into his chest further. As yeah, he looks fucked up.
But no noise from that hit.
Nope.
And then whack him again. Aww.
11, and he instinctually just kind of backs up, pulling his greatsword, just like holding it there to deflect.
And I'll use a bonus action to create a echo behind him, and it will take an attack
All right.
using one of my
Unleash Incarnation. What
Yep.
incarnation? Just thought about that.
Oh man, missing.
Missing with a 10. Anything else for Tobias?
That'll be it for Tobias for this turn.
That will take us to the big whale, who's gonna try to break free.
This is where that song should play. I want to break free.
Nope. As the whale is doing its darndest to just break free, you see it struggling slowly, its tail wafting, its nose trying to protrude through the front. Taking us to the good old guy in front of you, is going to
Garrett.
Garrett. What an asshole name.
I feel like that's his
Yeah.
like common. I can't remember.
I usually start with G's or J's is my go-to name. What's the name of this guy?
Jerry.
That's his. It's
Jer-
like
Jer.
his IT name. That's like.
Yeah.
He is
Level with me. I know it's not
going
Garrett.
to Look around. Metal heated up. Fuck. And it looks like he's raising out his sword. Instead, he holds his sword back and waves his hand out as this silver energy arcs around him. And you see his body grow thin and long as he shoots up, almost like turning into a beam of silver light as he disappears.
Hi, Garrett.
The other guy, however, Garrett, where are you going? Idiot. He is going to. Actually, on this initiative, you guys would be drifting 10 feet. He is going to just kind of call out, "Get him!" And he kind of puts his whistles his fingers and snaps them in your direction. As he's going to keep hold and point a beam of white light towards Tobias.
Kobe is.
As he actually shoots, it splits into two as they arc around. One of them got a 22 to hit, and the other got a 7. As you take 12 points of force damage, it just kind of knocks you back like 6 or so inches, still holding your ground, but it's a chunk.
Yeah.
And taking us to the Scavers. They aren't very smart, right? Nah, they dumb as hell. This one goes up to try and swallow Shadow Tobias. As it just opens its big mouth as you see this. This is some of your guys' first time seeing a Scaver. One central eye slightly protruding, but just this big mouth that just opens up to try to swallow Shadow Tobias.
There's some on the cube.
You saw the smaller ones. You didn't see the larger
Okay.
ones. But it got a 13 to hit.
Shadow Tobias nimbly dodges out of the
Yeah.
way.
As the other two kind of like wiggle free of their bindings and swim all over. Not all over, but you know, they get up there. The other one will kind of position itself, just swimming around the space and bite onto Tobias.
Or Tobias.
Getting
I
a
feel bad for
17 to
Tobias.
hit.
It's exactly my armor class.
Alright, is this one just kind of like little shark bite as you take 4 points of piercing damage as it just bites the side of your arm. As they are swarming.
Ow.
That'll take us to Dr. Jellybean.
I just want to see something real quick, if you wouldn't mind helping me. Can you put up a cube, a 40-foot cube?
Sure.
Just want to see what that looks like.
I mean, I don't know where you're wanting it.
Well, it's from the target. The range is 120 feet. So that would slow down our friend Wally the whale too. Would if I put it there with those, with the down there, would that slow down Shadow Tobias too?
You want to find out? You have no idea what it would do on Shadow Tobias.
I don't know what it'll do either. You can do it, and I'll tell you what'll actually happen.
All right. So you see me pull out my tablets and make some quick calculations. Carry the 1, 3, 4, 5, and you see kind of like a cube up here for like a moment, like kind of a clear cube around those creatures here. And then I'm gonna try to slow them down. They're kind of fast. I don't know.
All right.
I'm gonna cast slow.
Slow is a condition, right?
Right. So it does not affect them. So essentially, does it like slow down their metabolism, or like their like muscles get slowed, or is it like weigh them down, like they become heavier or something?
Good question. I'm thinking about like it slows down the molecules inside of their body.
Okay, yeah, as you would see them, just like a flash of light pulse through them as they all start slowing down. Every single one of them. Anything else for Dr. Jellybean?
I'm gonna move down. I mean, there's no good spot.
No.
It's like I'm not on the wing. I'm just kind of like against the side of the ship.
Yeah. All right. That'll take us to Oblate.
I'm gonna go ahead and holster my gun, pull out the Biden, and run up to this shark.
All right.
And I'm gonna bite it in the shark.
So you said you're gonna bite the shark.
You're gonna bite.
I'm going to.
Take a bite out of that shark.
Bites back.
See how you like it.
A 18
That's
hits.
a mandible.
Let's see if it.
Is he toppled?
Oh wait, this is the great boy. Doo-ba-doo. The topple. He is toppled, but you don't have a hold of him.
Okay, that's
It
fine.
Squeezes out of your grasp. You will take 13 points of piercing damage.
All right, I'm gonna hit him again with another.
You will have advantage on it. 24 will hit as it kind of goes rolling and hits the side of the deck here. Just do 12 points of piercing as you just kind of pierce into it and it kind of flops down onto your deck.
Nice. Then I'm gonna run up here. Bonus action, kick this thing in the head.
All right.
This one that's next to the Shadow Tobias.
Yeah. Kicking that shark in the head. 15 will hit it. Takes 12 points of bludgeoning damage. As, yeah, you kick it in the head, like right in the eyeball, as it just kind of slowly drifts backwards and looks like it's slowly going around for a bite towards you. Slowly. Anything else for Oblate?
That'll be it.
Alright, taking us to Donna. Tobias on deck.
How is Tobias looking?
He's looking okay-ish.
Okay-ish.
Tobias seems to have gotten pretty tough since you first met him. So he's looking pretty good. He did take a lot of like weird damage to his head, so he might have like a small headache right now, but
Little nosebleed and
Yeah.
a little.
tired. He might have a little tired look on him, but he's Scale of 1
Hard.
1 to 100, 50. Scale of 1 to 10, 5, 6 maybe.
Alright. That's good enough, bad enough for me. I'm going to run up behind Tobias and like while he's doing all his flips and tricks, she's just going to like start bandaging. And just like kind of like she looks like she's got like Q-tips and she's like just running them over his like small cuts and stuff, and it like kind of seals up. And I will give you 5 temporary hit points.
Right.
And I mean, if you wanted to, yeah, if you wanted to, you could use. Here, I'll link it.
Oh no, that's
You
your
wanted
that's your
to-
action one. As you're giving him some temp.
Okay. Well, in that case, I don't think he really necessarily needs to get out of there, so I'm not gonna use the full action on that. But I will.
Well, that's what the temporary hit point one is the action.
Oh. Okay. Well then, I'm gonna keep doing that then.
Unless you
5
wanted to
temporary hit-
use the medicine kit to give him to let him spend hit dice to heal.
Oh, okay. Hold on.
Modify a few things.
Sorry, I'm getting my
She got
bonus
like
action stuff.
five new abilities, so
Okay, yeah, no, the healer's kit, for just the bonus action thing is just giving them 1 hit point.
you can use a healer's kit for that, or you can also still use it as the regular healer's kit and let them spend hit dice
As a bonus action.
as a bonus action. Yeah.
Well, in that case, that's what I would prefer to do because the other thing is more utility based, and I think he's not in a bad spot right now.
Yeah.
So
He doesn't need to get out there.
I'm just trying to buffer that. So you can roll your hit dice. Let me
You
see.
can roll a hit dice.
8 hit dice. And then you add anything to that. Hey, that's nice.
That would be under your healer feat.
Oh right, yeah.
That one you've had the whole time.
That's the old school with the new school.
So now you have it. Now you can just do it as a bonus action.
That's cool. Didn't even think about that. Okay, yeah. Yep, that's it.
All right, and that's just your bonus action.
My action.
Now you have
I'll
an
just
action.
like shoot
Wow.
shoot one of the sharks with the thing that shoots things.
You got a crossbow and
Yep.
a sling.
I
Yeah, you get-
know.
Multiple options.
I know, it's crazy. We're gonna go crossbow for this.
Which shark is
Sharks got a
shooting?
pretty good hide.
Which
Something
shark
about
is
shark
shooting?
skin. The one in front, the big one.
All right,
The big one.
15 will hit
It's
it.
got
As it's
Yes,
slowed
that might
down,
have-
you shoot it right in the side. Easily.
Oh shoot!
For 10 points of damage.
We're gonna
As-
need a bigger boat.
Yep. It's not quite like a harpoon to a shark, but it is it's a crossbow bolt to the side of the shark as blood starts kind of
The
dripping
gills.
down the side of it. Yeah.
You want to aim for the gills.
This looks like a much tougher shark, though. Anything else for Donna?
Something about that hide. Nope. I think that's good.
All right, that will take us to Tobias.
Don't let me down, hammer. And I'm going to swing my hammer at the one in front of me.
All right. It is slowed down. That will definitely hit it. If it's slowed and slowed. It will take a bunch of damage.
yeah.
15 points of damage just hammered down onto it, and you can see its eye kind of roll around.
An extra set of eyelids.
Is it still up?
Oh yeah, its eye just rolls back because it took psychic damage.
Oh yeah. Okay. I'm gonna hit it again
All
just
right.
because.
Baby,
A
baby.
nat 20. Yeah, as its eyes rolling back and it seems to be kind of like swimming towards you, just whack right into the face of this creature. Let me see
Don't
the
even
damage.
need to roll.
I
oh.
mean, I want to see it. All right. Hate it when the extra dice are ones too.
Yeah.
As it just kind of smashed right into its skull. Vice, I need you to make a wisdom save.
Skull smashing.
I feel like everything we kill is like really petty. It's always gonna get like the last lick in.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
It's like no, you.
I mean,
Like everything in the Astral Sea has adapted and evolved to just be the next level of petty.
All right, you are good, Tobias, as you hear faint whispers of unintelligibleness at this point. Okay, yeah, good job. And that's the whisper that you make out of it is like, good job.
Yeah, good job to you too, Hammer. And I'm going to move up over top of the corpse of the shark,
Yeah.
and I'm going to use Shadow Tobias is going to swing at the other one, at this
At the
one in
other
between
little
them.
guy. All right. Yeah, that's definitely gonna hit. As Shadow Tobias kind of does the same exact move to this one. Like it's kind of just standing there dodging away, and then it turns around just as Tobias smashes that one in the head. This one does the same exact maneuver. And Tobias, I need you to make another wisdom saving throw.
The synergy. It's like you're the same person.
Mm-hmm. All right, as you would hear whispers of all good things.
I know. I love you
out
too,
what you
buddy.
will out of it. Yeah, it's like we're the best team ever.
Yes, we are.
Anything
Keep
else
going.
for Tobias?
No, that's it for Tobias.
All right, that will take us to the Kindori, who's going to continue to try to break free of its bindings. Unfortunately, at disadvantage. Even though it has a huge bonus. It is still stuck
guy.
there. Taking us to the top of the round as the Kindori and the other guy drift a little closer. Taking us to the other guy. This other Get the Yankee, yet to be named. We're going to call him Bob. And he is going to... just call
Bob
him-
and Garrett.
You'll fucking pay for that! And shoots a beam of force out towards... it's still probably gonna be Tobias, because you've been hit the most. I think you're the only one that's been hit. Yeah, he's gonna shoot beams of light towards Tobias. Focus fire, getting a 21 and a 24 to hit.
Oh, those both hit.
As you take 27 points of force damage.
Ooh, okay, so...
That hurts.
And he
Yeah,
decides to... let's double check the movement. Let go of, like, kind of unmount from this shark. Still holding on to the net, binding this Kindori. Taking us to the sharks. The shark's gonna get in the action. He can get there. Because this one's gonna 3D space. That one's going to try to bite at. Actually, let's go there. Try to bite at Shadow Tobias. Not the best, because that's all it can do. Trying to swallow him whole. Getting an 8 against Shadow Tobias.
You see Shadow Tobias like jump out of the way at the last second.
The other one is
Almost like
going
a
to,
shadow.
yeah, the other one's going to try to swallow regular Tobias.
No,
Getting a 22 to hit.
of
As
course.
it opens up its big mouth And just Tobias, you're kind of like, yeah, I love you too, Hammer. And just like you look back and there's just this open
Batman.
mouth swallowing you. As you take 9 points of piercing damage
Okay.
and are swallowed.
Oh.
You are blinded, restrained, have total cover. And yeah. Taking us to Dr. Jellybean. Tobias just got
Oh
swallowed.
no! By this one, right? The one on the right.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no!
The non-slowed one. The other one is still roll for it. The other one is no longer slowed, so you would know your spell is no longer taking hold of anything, except for those bodies there. The blood slowly dripping.
Okay, let me think for a minute. How can I get Tobias out of this?
Kill the shark.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think. It was just like, is it just cutting it? Like, I
don't
can
know.
do that. I just wanted to see if I had anything that might help. All right, I'm going to.
Tobias has a way out of this.
Tobias has a way out of it.
I mean, you don't know that
Oh.
though. He just got swallowed. Do what you're gonna do.
Can't he switch places with his?
Maybe.
Mhm.
We'll find out.
We've seen him do it. I mean, on the way out of the Frizzling Cube, I feel like that was like peak switcheroos.
But it wouldn't be within Dr. Jellybean's nature to just be like, yeah, he's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Well, but
He's got
he's tough.
He is tough. I know,
he
but
just
that would
got
be
shot by 2 furious bolts of white light before, like saying "good job" with his hammer, and then swallowed whole.
what a weirdo. Oh
So,
man.
Dr. Jellybean, what you doing?
Oh gosh. Well, okay, so one thought that I had
Dwarf.
was unrelated to Tobias and whatever it is he's doing.
Mhm.
Inside of that shark was to try to like help free the whale from the netting.
Yeah.
If it was smaller, would it be able to escape from its bindings?
Or would the netting envelop it further? It could slip through the netting though, depending.
Well, if you just made the netting smaller.
It seems like it's struggling at the moment. Ooh, that's a good question. If it was smaller, I will say this: it can't get
Or-
bigger.
Right, but if it was smaller, could it like slip through? You know, if
I
like
would say I would take away its disadvantage that it's rolling with.
right, okay. I'm just trying to think of like if I were wrapped up in like rope and then I became smaller,
You
I
became
could just
smaller.
be like,
Yeah,
Oh.
there's a net over it, so I mean maybe. I mean I'm all for it.
sorry, Tobias, you're fine. I feel like a jerk.
I gotcha.
I mean, she cares.
Stick my
she
hand in
cares
the
about-
shark's mouth
She
and-
cares about the animals.
I do. All right, so I'm going to try to reduce the size of the whale.
As your translator would be like, "What's happened? What is happening? How?
What is happening? Please help.
Help me.
It goes from like, what is happening? to like,
Let me go.
Hey.
Let me go." Anything else for Dr. Jellybean as the whale gets slightly smaller?
Slightly smaller.
As you can't take
It's a
away its
guppy.
gargantuan size.
pick up.
I'm gonna be like, oh no, Tobias, he's inside of the shark. As I make the whale smaller.
All right.
Sorry.
That'll take us to Oblate.
Wait, you're saying it doesn't become a huge creature?
I would say no because it's gargantuan. It is. If something is 70
Yeah.
feet long and you make it smaller, yeah, now it's 60 feet long. It's still gargantuan. I would say if because of the limits of a second level spell. You know. However, Oblate, what you doing?
Don't worry, Tobias. I'll cut you out of there. I'm gonna run up and
Give him to Biden.
give him the bite and try to
All right.
cut this guy open. Even though we know Tobias is just gonna be shifty.
24 is gonna hit.
And is your man toppled?
Oh, you'd like that, wouldn't you?
I sure would.
Yeah.
He takes 12 points of damage and is not toppled or grappled, as you just can't get a good, like, your mandible can't stretch far enough along where you keep trying to grab. Maybe if you get its tail or something, but you aim for the
You
head.
hear from in the mouth of the shark.
Yeah.
Just talk to your weapon. It likes it.
That's a good bite. Do it again. Do it again.
Wait, did you make it out, or are you talking from
He's just
inside
like,
the shark?
It likes it. 22 will hit. It takes 14 points of damage.
Sleepy Joe.
Oh, sleepy time tea. And then if he's still not coughing him up, I'm going for a kick for sure.
He is not coughing
He
him up.
died.
Oh,
As
Yes.
you try to kick him and like opens its mouth for a second, and you still see like the foot of Tobias as you nearly help kick him in there.
The hairy foot.
Yeah, as you miss.
Oh
Anything else
no.
for Oblate?
that'll be it.
All right, taking us to Bella, Donna, or just Donna, as
Just
she is
Donna. Some people call me Dawn.
Dawn.
Dr.
No doctor, no doctor. Going to grab Tobias by the foot and yank him out. No. Can I think
Can
I
certainly
can.
try.
I believe I can. I'm going to. I can't help Tobias if he's gonna be swallowed by something. Like I have to be able to like gotcha. So I'm going to cast Web on the Gith.
It will get the Kindori. And Web also has to kind of be attached to something.
Well, I figured if it's pinned to the ground and he's trying to round up the whale, so I feel like the web would web him to the whale, so he can't further secure the netting. So now he's part of the netting.
It would.
You're trying to web him to the whale.
It would then stick
Yeah.
the.
It would stick him to the whale, and then the netting is not gonna. He can't secure the netting anymore. At least until he can break free from it. But I was reading web, and it says between two structures,
points
like tree,
for that kind
or
of
to a surface. So it's so
you're
you don't
trying to
cast
use
web.
the whale as the surface. Okay.
Right, because it's
Fair
big.
enough. Yeah, I gotcha. It's huge.
It's not as big as it was,
It's a
though.
little bit
But it's
smaller.
Gargantuan.
It's still
It's-
bigger than the size of her web, so yeah, that's fine.
Its size should be halved in
enough
all
surface.
directions. It's half the size it was.
As long
There
as
you
it's a
go.
big enough surface. So I'll try to do that to
Okay.
maybe stall out.
So you need a saving throw, or is the surface just web now? Give me a link. Link it up,
Yes, you make a dex save.
and then it's a strength save.
Oh, on your
afterwards.
turn,
On his turn. Okay, fair enough.
you are webbed.
Gotcha. As webbing kind of sticks to the side of the whale. The whale's gonna have to make the same save though.
How? He is the surface.
But then it would web his like fins and stuff together.
Well, if that's where he is, then I
That's where he
don't want
lives.
to do that.
He's on the whale. I mean, if you throw webbing on a whale, yes, things are gonna stick to it, but also
Well, then I don't want to do that because I don't want to debuff the whale if he makes his save, and then the whale's screwed. And
the whale's really strong. But that's fair. Well, what are you doing then?
Then I will. I'll shoot a shark.
Okay.
Shoot a shark.
Which
Yeah.
shark you shooting?
The one that ate my friend.
All right.
This might hurt a little. Hopefully it doesn't.
Hopefully it doesn't.
Hurts in the right places.
19 will hit the shark. Scabbard.
Hey.
You'll take 9 points of damage.
Duke was showing me something about the bow before.
Yeah, you shoot for the half one.
Okay.
You almost got him. Crossbow bolt sticks into the side of the shark, it wiggles around. Anything else for Don?
Oblate how are you looking, bud?
I look damn good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Honestly,
I
the only
don't-
person
I
that's been
think-
hurt is Tobias.
He's been hurt a lot.
The thing about
So-
sharks, or at least the theory about sharks, is that they're attracted to blood.
That's true.
So if something's hurt,
That
they're
is
probably going to go for
true.
that.
Yeah, I did what I could. I think that's all.
All right. That will take us to
Take a
Tobias.
step next to Jelly just for solidarity.
Yeah.
All right.
Save the whales.
Dang, yeah. Tobias is going to, switch places.
All right.
Ow! Get. All right. That was my bonus action to
Put
do
the
that,
forward, you didn't say it.
and I'm stuck between two sharks again. And I'm like looking at it, going, You see, Tobias pretty hurt. He's got some bite marks, some blast marks in him.
Covered in blood and saliva.
I'm gonna take the action to disengage.
Okay.
15, 20. Can I go down the stairs for a second?
It's not stairs, it's a ladder. So you can get right to the tip of it, yeah.
That's perfect. Yeah, climb down the ladder a little bit.
All right.
Ow! And yeah, stay there.
And that will take us
Uh,
to the Kindori, no longer at disadvantage. Try to break free. I think it does have -2 to its strength, though. It doesn't matter. It rolled. It got a 26. As it does break free of its netting and spins around, and really quickly you would see its tail whap this Get Yankee.
Get him.
Whap.
Hitting the Get Yankee as he takes 31 points of bludgeoning damage.
Ouch.
Dang.
He's gonna go in a random direction.
Was
Two.
that Duke out there?
Goes this direction. Going, like, kind of flips it over the whale's back. And he starts floating there. Taking us to his turn. He is going to whistle and shoot white lights at the whale. As the whale takes 31 points of damage. As the whale just cries out in pain.
No.
As it looks pretty
No.
badly hurt. But it is free of its bindings. So this still has like the netting on it, but it's no longer like keeping it hold of it. Taking us to the sharks. Start a turn, your Tobias, your thing's gone. One of them will swim over to pick up the Get Yankee. And the other one will try to bite down on Oblade. Getting a 25 to hit.
It will hit. Is it? Actually, hold on.
So the ship has stopped moving.
The ship, we probably would have drifted like. Well,
Drifting.
there you go. Still drifting a little bit.
It's not moving of anyone's volition.
Yeah, it's just drifting.
Is this bludgeoning, piercing, or slashing damage?
It's piercing.
I'll use reaction for deflect attack for
Interesting.
the damage.
Okay.
Tries to bite down on you, and you.
Make it bite itself.
Oh no, it'll still bite me. It's just reduced damage.
Okay.
Yeah, so it says you can
Okay.
use a reaction to deflect attack against you that deals bludgeoning, piercing, or slashing. When you do so, the damage you take from the attack is reduced by 1d10 plus your dexterity modifier plus monk level.
Wow. Okay. So
And if I reduce it to 0, then I can spend 1 discipline point to redirect it toward another.
okay.
Maybe not itself, but
Okay.
Okay.
Go off.
oh wow, within 60 feet. So technically, I could redirect the attack way over
I
here.
would say not this way. Within reason. Like I wouldn't
throw the ship.
I wouldn't say that you could make the shark bite itself just because it can't bend that way. But you could, like, if it was like someone with a sword, they could like try to stab you and you'd like kick it out of their hand and it goes like launching at someone. I would say sure.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, he throws the shark.
You don't throw
Yeah,
the shark.
Come on, let him throw the shark.
Roll that D10.
Some Dragon Ball Z stuff right there.
We'll say it didn't roll that great for damage, so you could reduce it to 0. D10 plus your dex plus your monk, so plus 10.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, it would be
so,
D10 plus 10.
So don't roll a 1. I can tell you that now. You got 12 damage. As you do, it opens up its jaws and you just push it to the side as it bites down on the side
Not
of
the ship. No, I did not deflect it to the ship.
deflect it upward as it just chomps down on nothingness.
It hurts
No,
its teeth.
You stick it in between its jaws and it tries to close them. And it can't.
That'll take us to Dr. Jellybean. As it
I'm gonna
does
look at
not
Tobias.
swallow you.
I'm gonna say, hey Tobias. I
Huh?
hope you feel better. I hope you feel better.
Thank
I
you.
really do. I really,
What
really
kind
do.
word?
And I'm gonna use
You're
healing word.
the free one of the day.
Yeah.
I know that couldn't have been easy.
As you
It
get-
wasn't.
you
It
get
came,
7
came at a
healing
price.
better. You feel a little better.
Yeah.
A little better.
I feel
Just
great.
just a little better. And for my action, I'm going to how much I can really do. That shark is still alive. I don't want to get close to it.
You got a classic.
What's the classic? Just
Firebolt! Firebolt.
can I use a cantrip?
Yeah.
Oh, I can use a cantrip. For some reason, like in my head, it's like you can't.
You can't
I either
do
wanna,
spells.
Once you get level 5, you're
Can't
not
do
allowed to use
level
cantrips.
spells. Okay.
Right.
All right. Sure. I'll use a firebolt on the shark
All
that's
right.
chomping at nothing.
Firebolt that short.
Firebolt.
That will hit said shark.
Oh,
As
okay.
as
Super, ultra,
Oblate kind
mega.
of deflects the attack upward, kind of seeing the bottom side of the shark where plenty of scratch marks from previous scars are visible.
underbelly.
The underbelly.
Oh my gosh.
As
That's
you
probably the
do
best firebolt.
20, well, level
Pretty
5, everything got better. Doing 21 points of fire damage to it. And it just hole goes straight through the shark and out the other side as it flops down onto the front of your deck there.
Yum.
Anything else for Dr. Jellybean?
Just do a little bit of this.
All right, dust your hands off. Taking us to Oblati.
Oh,
I had a question, because I've been thinking about this since the beginning.
I got answers. Jump the shark.
I was gonna say jump from the ship onto the whale to attack the Githyanki, but I'm wondering. I mean,
say
the whale is not large enough.
Probably, maybe a few feet above the whale at this moment.
Okay,
You could jump on the whale. I don't
But-
see why not. It's a whale.
but
So
I mean, so the ship, the Spelljammer is producing its own gravity,
Uh-huh.
and the whale itself slowed us down because it has its own air bubble. I'm guessing that it's not producing its own gravity.
it's got large mass, you know.
You're unsure.
That's what I'm nervous about. I don't want to pull a brawn
Center
and
of
jump off of the ship onto something and then just die.
Well,
So I don't think I would because
yeah, you wouldn't just die. You would just,
Yeah.
if anything, you would just go floating out into space. I would say
That's cool.
since Oblate, give me a nature check. You've been sailing for a while,
not long enough.
not long enough. With natural one, you do get inspiration, but you don't know. You've never been close enough to these things.
Okay, and if I wanted to jump onto the shark, about how high up is that?
The shark is probably like a few feet above the actual whale.
I think I can make it
Run to the end and jump for it.
and jump onto
Jump.
the back of the shark so I can attack the Githyanki.
Yeah, you jump in the shark. Jump on the whale and jump on the shark.
Just don't put your foot through the shark.
That's what I do.
Happens sometimes.
Now, if I used, so I'm gonna have to use, well, maybe not. I probably will. Step of the Wild just to get the bonus act, or just to get the dash bonus action. Would it behoove me to spend the discipline point to double my jump distance, or do you think I would be able to jump?
Do you think it would behoove you?
I mean, I think it would.
better safe than sorry.
Yeah,
I'm
better
not,
safe
I'm
than
not going to
sorry.
tell you the answer because I
I'm gonna-
do
I'm
have
gonna-
something in my head already.
I'm gonna behoove myself.
Okay.
I'm gonna use the discipline point to double that jump distance. I'm gonna jump. I'm gonna run to the end of this right here and just make a huge leap.
Leap of faith.
As you leap onto kind of using one of the fins to kind of help as it's like kind of floating there, flowing, using one of the fins to kind of help your directionary go even higher. Give me a
Acrobatics.
Yeah, give me an acrobatics. I'll give you advantage because you use Step of the Wind. And it's not really about distance, it's more about perfectionism. Yeah, with a 27, just gliding up there, kind of using your bident to kind of steady yourself onto the shark. Yeah. Shark it's probably like a 10 footer, so it's not the most sturdy, but it's there.
Nice. Could you say as I'm landing down, I can attack the GIF? Like sort of, I'm like
100%.
attacking down on him. All right,
Yeah.
here goes the first of two. Please God.
17's gonna hit him. He is currently seated, kind of. 14 damage. Let's see if you are grappled or toppled. He is both grappled and toppled, as you got him pinned down on top of the shark here.
Oh no, he's down now.
Oh no.
Taking a
As
nap.
you're pinning him to the shark.
Make him surrender.
I'm confused about Stunning Strike. Does it actually do more damage?
It does damage if it succeeds its saving throw. So even though you spend the key point to stun it, if it succeeds its saving throw, you still do extra damage on the attack.
You get
Okay.
something from it no matter what.
Right.
Okay, well, I'm going to spend a key point to do a Stunning Strike on my second
Sure.
Biden attack.
Sure.
You should tell him it's the last chance to give us 3,000 gold.
25 will hit. He only has 3,000. That's why they're whale hunting.
And I would have only done the 14.
If he makes a save. He got a 9 on his save, so he will take the 26 points of damage as you push down onto him. What does it look like? You just cut him in two? Snip. You tell me.
You
Can I incorporate the shark in it? Can I feed him to the shark?
Yeah, 100. Yeah. You just kind of
grab
push him to
one,
the edge and feed him.
and then feed him with the Biden? Yeah, that's cool.
Push him down off the edge of the shark and kind of like using it as a.
Sharks are dumb.
Yeah. You know what? Give me an animal handling check.
Alright. This is gonna go great.
You lose Joe Biden.
Don't say that.
No, nothing bad. It was just the only positives or nothing could happen from that. So nothing happened. You don't gain a shark buddy.
Oh man.
With A5, you feed the shark
Yeah, I
as
hated that guy.
it just swallows him whole, because these particularly brown scabbers like to swallow their prey whole.
Nice.
Wow.
Probably got extra rows of teeth on the inside of their throat. I'm gonna look in there when we're.
And that'll be the end of my turn. That was eventful.
You're on a shark. That'll take us to Donna.
I don't know what to do after that. Oh my gosh. I'm
Get
just
the
so
ship over to
bored.
me so I can get back safely.
Doesn't that take me a minute though?
Yeah, it does.
Or just my
I'll
action?
jump back.
I can spend my action.
Well, Donna, what are you doing?
I can't commandeer the ship without taking
Right. Yeah, it would take
an
some
hour,
time.
10
Yeah.
minutes.
Unless it's like transferred to you. And that's honestly something that I can just to make it a little easier, so you don't have to like let's stop for
Not
an
a
hour.
shark buddy. Not a shark buddy. That shark still looks pretty angry.
I still
But Oblate's on top of it
Oblate's
though.
on top of the shark.
Oh, but look, okay, it looks like Oblate's on top of the shark and the shark's on the whale. I have to get out. I'm looking at the map. Okay. Well then, crap. What do I will hold a crossbow bolt for when the shark tries to bite them?
Okay.
Yeah.
That'll take us to
Will
Tobias.
friend will help.
Tobias is going to leap up from the ladder, gonna heal himself as he runs forward. I don't know why he keeps doing that, but anyway, it's 10.
Alright.
And seeing that Dr. Donna is standing there with her crossbow readied, he'll move forward, getting ready to shoot, but instead waits and readies a shot in case it does attack Oblate. He doesn't know really what's going on because he was down below and was like, okay. He was getting ready to charge, and so he's just readying an attack.
Yeah, but then
That'll take us to the whale, who just kind of somewhat free swims around the area. I actually do need to check something.
Oh, I didn't need you to catch me if I fell. Well,
right.
that's fine. having regrets.
I mean, that was pretty badass, man. Let's be
It was
honest.
pretty cool.
Okay.
Guess I could have lassoed.
Hopefully, you are still in the air bubble of the ship. You're also in the gravity of the ship.
Julio.
Taking us to the shark, who starts to swim away. It's gonna try to knock Oblate off though. So Oblate, I need, unless you want to willingly get knocked off the shark, I need an athletics check.
And I time it to where he
Kick off.
slings me towards the ship
He
for the
caught his tail.
Spelljammer.
We'll see what you get on your
Powerful
athletics check first.
Okay, that'll be fine.
If you beat the shark, I'll say there's a chance. You do not beat the shark. You got a 16. As you just get tossed in a random direction.
Let me roll a d12. Oh,
Or yeah, you
You're
roll a
gonna do
d12. I rolled a d6 on accident anyways.
I'm hoping for a 6.
Mm-hmm. You got a 4.
We can work with
It's not
that.
that bad. Towards the whale.
As you do get knocked towards the whale. And,
You forgot something.
and the shark just kind of starts swimming around and like going away. And Oblate, you would land on the whale again as the shark swims away. And the whale kind of drifts in front of your ship. Still kind of singing out these whale cries. And
Is my
how long does your speak with animals last? 10 minutes?
let's see,
A minute?
10 minutes.
Is it concentration? No, it is not.
It is not.
So you would still be understanding it. Where'd they all go? Or I guess your voice would say, where did they all go? Am I alone? Hello? Hello?
Yay, it's okay.
Hello?
Hello.
Is
And
it my-
Oh, he can't find his
as
friends.
the
I was
whale calls out for its friends, with Oblate atop it. That's where we'll end tonight.
well,
Oh my goodness.
Wow. Well, I wonder what they're going to do next. Do you wonder what they're going to do next? Judy sure does. And if you're like Judy, you can like and subscribe and watch the next episode of The Astral Avenue. Thanks for watching.